goodness. Oh my god. I think I got stained on the lens. That's not good. Oops. Oops. What is up, guys? Today we're talking about Rocky 3. Hopefully it looks better. It may look a little bad because there might be like a little spot because I accidentally punched the lens. But talk about Rocky 3. In Rocky 3, now the world champion Rocky Balboa is living in luxury and only fighting opponents who pose no threat to him in the ring until Clubber Lang challenges to a bout. After taking a pounding from Lang, the humbled champ turns to a former bitter rival, Apollo Creed, for a rematch with Lang. And what a fun premise for a movie. I mean, all these Rocky movies, they try to repeat the same formula. And, you know, they actually work. And this is no different. Rocky 2 repeated the same formula of the first. And this one actually did that. But it was still great, honestly. Like, I honestly had such a blast watching this. And it was honestly a really pleasant surprise. Clubber Lang is honestly, I keep using the word honestly because honestly, I mean, it has a really, 65 on Rotten Tomatoes. It's not that bad, but it's like, you know, compared to the first two, it's not as good, especially compared to the first. So, I still had a freaking blast watching this movie. I think Clubber Lang, I mean, he's very threatening. I mean, the dialogue from him, it's very cheesy. And this movie is, a detour into the beginning of the cheesiness of the Rocky franchise, but it worked extremely well in my opinion. He has an imposing threat, and whenever he's on screen, especially when you get to see some of the things that he does in the movie, you'll get what I mean when you watch it. But after those things, he poses a big threat in the movie, and he is very, very threatening. Also, this movie is surprisingly heartfelt. There are sequences that got me very emotional, and one in particular, and you know the one, just wow. And there are fight scenes in this movie that are incredibly entertaining, and sure, they are cheesy, but that's what makes this entire movie so entertaining, and this is also more cheesy than the first two, but I actually found that to be pretty fun. Obviously, there are some extremely exaggerated characters, but it's still entertaining because of some crazy things they do. Not just Clubber Lang, there are other side characters, and they're also very big in the movie. And obviously there are things that don't hold up, and it has an 80s feel to it, and it starts the sort of 80s cheese because that sort of continues on to Rocky 4, but there's some really energetic things that come from that. The pacing could have been slightly better, but again, I can't fault it that much because it was 1982. The visuals aren't that impressive either, because it feels old when watching in 2023. So the whole 80s thing I'm just talking about is sort of my big issue. But this film, it provides a ridiculous amount of entertainment. And finally, Rocky and Creed's bromance in this movie is awesome. Their friendship is incredible, especially seeing what was happening in Rocky 2 and Rocky 1. It's so cool how far they have come from those movies into this because their chemistry is amazing. And it's just very heartwarming seeing that, and it's one of my favorite parts of the movie. Before I give you guys my score, let me know what you thought of Rocky 3, and if you can, rank the first 3 movies in the franchise, because I really want to see where this ranks. And if you can, actually, I want to do this when I get to sort of the end of the franchise. You can rank the entire franchise if you want to, but here you can, but I'm only looking for the top 3 Rocky movies, or the first 3 Rocky movies ranked. That would be awesome. And if the comments don't work, go in my community post. Okay, so Rocky 3 leans more into the cheesiness of the franchise with the 80s montages, but those things worked extremely well in the movie. Sylvester Stallone gives a somewhat emotional performance, and there are scenes that are riveting and hard-hitting moments that will have a lasting impact on you, like any of these movies. And Clubber Lang was actually a fun and also very threatening addition to the movies. So, like I said, let me know your thoughts on Rocky 3. More reviews for Rocky to come. Rocky 4 coming very soon. I'm very excited to review it because it's pretty exciting, and all these reviews are non-spoiler. I don't like to spoil stuff unless it says like spoiler review, so all that stuff happens later. But yeah, that's it for this review.